of thinking that their prospects are super interested in what they do. Okay? And in some cases that may be true, but in most cases that's not. Your prospects don't care about what you do. Your prospects care about what your prospects do, right? So you need content that is going to interest them and entice them. So what do they care about? They care about the topics that are important to them in their business, the things that will help them grow their business, the resources that will help them to grow their business. It could be a whole variety of things depending on the target that you are going after. We're going to look at an example throughout this video. But at the end of the day, you need to cater to their interests. Do not cater to your interests. Do not go gather content that is interesting to you or totally relates to what you do. Can you gather some? Sure, of course, because you're trying to educate your prospects about what it is that you do. But it's really like the 80-20 rule. If the content that you're putting out there is 20% related to you and 80% related to other things that your prospects find interesting, that's pretty good. You flip that around and 80% of your content is just about what you do, your prospects are going to tune you out. They're not going to be interested in your message, okay? So let's start talking about an example of this. And for this video, we're going to use the example of an IT service provider who goes after manufacturers, okay? Now, obviously, what's important to this person is IT-related material, but in terms of their prospects don't care about IT. They might care about it a little, but they care about a ton of other things. And let's say we're going after senior decision makers at manufacturing facilities. So they could be like CTOs or CIOs, people who are heading up the IT department, but it also could be just the owners of these facilities, okay? So what I need to do is look for the content that is going to cater to the manufacturer senior decision maker's interest. All right, I need content and resources that really speak to them, not me. All right, now some stuff is going to be very specific to manufacturing, but some stuff may be very generic. Okay, like of course manufacturers are still interested in sales and marketing content because they need to sell their product, they need to market their product, and that's fine. But if you can find material that relates to manufacturing sales and manufacturing marketing, then you are on to something. Then you're going to have content that is super focused and really speaks to your prospects. So the theoretical part of this is really determining what they care about. The best way to do this is to make a list of topics and keywords that you feel are important to your prospects. Now, if you don't know that much, if maybe you know you target a certain person but you don't know a ton about their industry, then you need to do some research. So here I'm going to drag this onto the screen. This is just a simple notepad doc. And what I have here is just a list of basically keywords and topics that I know are important to manufacturers. So again, we're saying that, let's say in this instance, that I am the IT service provider. I know that they care more about IT. I have some stuff in here that talks about IT. I have some generic stuff, manufacturing technology, maybe even manufacturing innovation. That's going to get into technology stuff. But I have a ton of other topics in here for manufacturers that they care about. Lean manufacturing, manufacturing best practices, dashboards, efficiency improvement, employee engagement. And I'm also putting the keyword manufacturing in front because when I do searches for these, I want to make sure that I'm getting as relevant content as possible. Sure, good sales content is always good sales content, but if I can find manufacturing sales content, I'll really be hitting a home run there. So you can see everything that I have in here, all the way down to tax initiatives, or tax incentives, manufacturing safety and plant safety, procurement. Let's see, your best practices is 2 words. 5S, which is a big manufacturing practice, along with lean manufacturing. All these keywords and search terms are things that I know are important to my prospects. I'm going to use these when I go to find my content. So again, the theoretical portion of this is what topics do my targets care about? What interests them? What are the things that they care about? Well, this is what manufacturers care about. They care about all this stuff. So I'm not going to gather a bunch of IT content. I'm going to gather a bunch of manufacturing content. And why? Because I'm trying to set myself apart. All my competitors are just going to post IT content, and the manufacturers are going to tune that out. But when I post a lot of manufacturing-oriented content, that is what is going to appeal to my prospects. They're going to read it. They're going to see that I'm constantly sharing it, and it's going to position me as a thought leader within my network, within my industry. Let's see here. We got a couple other. There's manufacturing process. That's 2 words there. We want to start first with looking at status updates, okay? We're going to start there, and then we will talk about sharing and posting content into groups and what is the best practice for doing that. And here's my profile. This is my home page, and you know that when I post a status update, it is going to post to my wall here. You can see other status updates.